Thank you, Carrie. Developing this morning, the search continues for 8-year-old Robert Wood Jr., who disappeared in the North End of Battlefield Park on Sunday.
And the cooler temperatures and rain that's moving into our area are causing a new sense of urgency to find Robert. Our Shelby Brown has been covering the story all week long. And Shelby, I know crews were out there again overnight.
That's right, Reba and Rob. Those search crews are committed and they will press on despite the weather. That's not to say that the weather isn't a concern, because it is, but they continue to press on because they say what's more important is the fact that little Robert Wood Jr. is out there in the elements alone, and that is a big concern to them. That's why they want to continue this quest. And he's out there with very little protection. They tell us, we understand that when he disappeared into the woods on Sunday 5 days ago, all he had on was a sweatshirt and a pair of athletic pants. Throughout the week, as crews combed the area on foot and in the water, organizers were thankful because the temperature had not gotten down into the 30s, and during the days they say it warmed up quite a bit, which helped out a lot. But they know things are changing on the weather front and time is of the essence.
We continue to work. We continue to work. Weather is a concern. We were fortunate not to have had rain. You talked about survivability. One of the things we are concerned about, and we have consulted with physicians, was regarding hypothermia. Children are more susceptible than hypothermia than adults. That has been a concern for us.
First thing I thought of my grandchild at that age, and how helpless he must be, and of course his parents think about that as well. Just try to do what we can to try to find him, little fella.
Now, rescue crews are going to be back on the ground today. They're hoping again for an army of volunteers like we've seen in the past few days. They say they can take up to about 1,000 volunteers today. And there is a note for you if you plan on volunteering. If you're 18 or older, show up to the Meadow Event Park, not the Kings Dominion parking lot. Again, you are to report to the Meadow Event Park if you are to volunteer 18 or older. Reba and Rob, back over to you.
And Shelby, these volunteers are so interesting because they're not giving up. They're coming out there every single day just wanting to search for Robert Wood.
Absolutely. And one other thing to note, Reba, that's important about the volunteers. If you've already volunteered in your training, you've already been through the training, they actually want you to show up at 8 o'clock at the Meadow Event Park. If you are a new volunteer and you haven't had the training, 9 o'clock at Meadow Event Park. So just show up at those times to help out.
All right. Thanks, Shelby.